Can you guys believe it's been 1 year since I bought my first home? I thought I would do a little update, seeing as we're at the 1 year anniversary. So hey guys, it's Becky and welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me today. I do lots of content here on YouTube, from plus size fashion to beauty, lifestyle, and a little bit of kind of like home renovation-y type stuff. There may be not as much here and there because I've done a lot of it. But I know some of you guys have been dying for an update. But do subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday. There's so much content on this channel for you to enjoy. So I would love it if you'd hit that big red subscribe button down below. And you can also ring the bell if you want to be notified whenever I do upload, so you can be one of the first to watch. How exciting. Do let me know down below, were you here for when I did my big announcement video here on YouTube? It's one of my most watched videos, and that's like so lovely, and I know quite a few of you found my channel through that video. So did you watch that first video? I'm super curious to know. Let me know down below in the comments. But first up, we do have a sponsor for today's video, and that is Readly. I have been working with Readly now, I think, for over a year, and it is an app that me and my family do genuinely really enjoy. And so let me show you the app. So here it is. You can use this on tablets, mobile phones, and also your computer, desktop, laptop, whatever you use. So I've got the iPad here, and Readly is a magazine subscription app, and they have over 7,000 titles on there. There is literally something for everyone. I particularly like Readly for the kind of interior design magazines. They really did help me kind of choose what direction I wanted to go. So for example, they have decoration, house and garden, house beautiful. So not only do you get to have a look at the latest editions, but you can also go back and look at all of the previous editions as well for all the magazines they have on the app. So it's incredibly easy and intuitive to use. You just click on the magazine that you fancy, and you can decide how you like to read it, whether you want to read it as a double page spread or as a single page. I like to read in double because it feels more magazine-y to me. And you just can flick through, but also you can, when you get to an article, say, oh, that's really cool. Where's that from? You can just zoom in and find out, you know, you can read the articles clearly, especially if you struggle with like I know my mum, she has it like fully zoomed in. You can make it as big as you want, and obviously when you're using it on your iPad or phone, you can control brightness and stuff like that, and you can take this on the go with you. Say if you're commuting, it's a really great app, and there's so much content to discover, and that is all included in your subscription. We also really like, where is it? Good Food. Good Food is a house favourite. Who doesn't love food? And I just love looking at all the recipes, and the food photography is one of my favourite things to look at. Everything looks so delicious, and obviously you can go back and look at certain magazines and recipes that you may want to use at another time. You can also favourite magazines that you specifically want to read, and they'll let you know when the latest magazine is out. They also do newspapers as well, so you've got daily newspapers on there too. So Readly is $9.99 a month, but it's cancel any time, so you're not locked into a subscription, which I think is such an incredible price for the amount of content that you're getting. And I do have a little exclusive offer for you guys. You can get 2 months 2 months for free, no strings attached. You can try out the app, really see if it's for you, and that is in the link down below. It is an exclusive offer, you can't get that anywhere else. So if you have fancy trying it, it's a really nice way to wind down at night. If you don't want to be on scrolling on your TikTok, or there's nothing on the telly, it's really a nice thing to do just before bed to kind of start, you know, easing your mind down, winding down. So I absolutely love the app, and I know my mum absolutely loves it as well. She uses it, or she probably uses it more than me. She absolutely loves it. So highly recommend Readly, and thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. That special offer is linked down below in the description box if you fancy taking advantage of it. So now onto the house. So I'm thinking of kind of just talking through what I've already done and kind of put in all of my videos on YouTube as kind of a recap. Then talking about some stuff that I maybe haven't filmed but has happened, and then some future projects. So first up, I think the biggie was the kitchen. That was the biggest project that needed doing in the house, and it was the first one I dove into. Obviously now I have used the kitchen a lot. I still love my kitchen, but I do think there would probably be some things that I would change. It is quite dark. I think I maybe didn't quite realise maybe how little light that room does get. It gets the afternoon sun, and especially in the winter, that's not for very long at all. So the kitchen is the darkest room in my house, and I have gone for quite a dark grey colour scheme. And I don't know what I was thinking when I was designing the kitchen, because I'm not a grey girl. I'm not, as you can see, I've got a pink sofa. I love the tiles though, like the backsplash. That's what got me on the grey trend. The thing with kitchen cabinets and stuff like that, you can get them sprayed, so I'm not like worried. I think maybe one day, a few years down the line, maybe I might get my kitchen cabinet sprayed either a lighter grey or white, just because the kitchen is quite dark. That's the only kind of gripe that I've got with the kitchen. I do also wish that maybe I had got an induction hob. My boyfriend JP, he's got an induction hob and I really like it. I do know that you have to get certain pans and stuff like that, but it's so quick at heating up. And then when I compare it to my little electric hob, I'm like, it's taken so long. But obviously at the time I was trying to be a little bit budget conscious, so I can't be too harsh on myself. And maybe a better oven. I did get a more affordable oven, and it squeaks. I don't describe it, but obviously when you're buying a kitchen and brand new appliances, it is so much money all at once. So obviously as time goes on, I can invest and choose to upgrade those pieces, but honestly I wouldn't have changed doing the kitchen first. It needed to be doing, because I'm going to link my house tour down below, because the difference in this house now compared to when I bought it, it's completely different. The change is quite radical. So yeah, but I would definitely have done the kitchen first. I think the kitchen is such an important part of the home. You know, it's when I have a little like house gathering party, we all just kind of like end up chatting in the kitchen for ages, or when like my mum comes over, we'll just be like chatting in the kitchen. It's so like funny. Also, I did take the door off, and there was a lot of like some people were for it, some people were against it. Obviously there is like, if there's a fire, there's nothing stopping it spreading, but I don't have gas for one, so the chance of a fire, knock on wood, is very, very small. And kitchen smell wise, it's not, I don't cook anything too stinky, and anyway, I'm eating it, so it's not, I don't really notice the smell, and if anything, it's kind of a nice to have the kitchen smell in the house rather than the smoke smell that used to be in the house. The only thing that I'm like, oh damn, I wish I had a door, the washing machine. Oh my god, it is so noisy, like whoa, because I put it on the fast spin to get, you know, all the water out so it's as dry as possible. It shakes the mirror in my living room because that's like the adjoining wall. That's the only thing I would like the door for. But apart from that, honestly, it's nice because I've got more space. It's a lot more open, and it helps with the light situation as well. So I love my kitchen. Then another situation we've had, so I did get, well, we got a handyman in to do, now this is something that I kind of regret, and it's because I was so new to DIY and tradesmen and stuff like this. So we actually ended up using a handyman that we had the contact of, basically to do like all the bits in the house, like the decorating. There was all little jobs like some electrical work, bits and bobs, you know, changing handles and doors, a bit of carpentry. And we just thought it'd be easier to get a handyman in that said that he could do all this stuff. But unfortunately, he's used the wrong paint on all the gloss work in the house and it's all peeling off. And he wasn't cheap. And then I remember on the last day, he said to me, oh, you should have put this on my builder because you would have loads of people bid on it and you could have got a good price. Thanks for that bit of advice. So, yes, that is my biggest takeaway, my biggest learning. And obviously it is going to, you know, I think whenever you have a house, even if it's not a doer-upper, you're learning about how to deal with tradesmen and stuff. And they all are after the most money, aren't they? Aren't we all? We're all after getting a good price, you know, and wanting to get a little bit more if they can. So it's understandable that, you know, he just took the job on because he was like, well, yeah, I'm not going to say no. But get on my builder, folks. That I have now learned you've got to get free quotes. So that moves me on to kind of like work that I've had done at the house that I haven't filmed because I didn't really think it was going to be a very exciting video, but I've had all of the windows done. So my windows when I bought the house were single pane wood windows and they were rotting. I got free quotes. So this wasn't via my builder. I just found adverts in like local newspapers and some like recommendations of other people, of some window companies. And one of them came round to like measure it. He opened the window and the latch literally fell to the ground. It literally fell off the window. Like it just happened. And it was funny. And he was like, you need some new windows, love. But actually the windows cost a lot less than I thought. I've just gone with white UPVC double glazed windows. Those are the cheapest windows. I've not gone with anything fancy. A lot of places did have like triple glazing offers and stuff. In retrospect, now with the prices of gas going up, I'm kind of like, oh, maybe getting triple glazing would have been a good idea. But I got my windows done in May or June, I think, and that wasn't really on my mind. So my windows overall cost £2,500, and that was for 2 large like 3 pane windows, a double pane for my kitchen, and then 2 smaller windows, one at the side and one for my downstairs toilet. So 5 windows altogether for £2,500 grand. That was the cheapest quote that I got. I think Anglican or something, like a national window, that the quote was like for 4.5 grand, I think. Highly recommend not going with a national. The prices are ridiculously high, and luckily, like, the guy that came round wasn't pushy, but I've heard some really bad stories about them being really pushy and getting people to sign there and then, and they've not had it's not a good deal. So definitely get free quotes, and like, look at local tradesmen, because that's where you're going to get the best prices. And I would suggest going on My Builder, just because there's so many tradesmen on there. You can look at their work, their reviews, and I think you can get up to 5 quotes per job, and it's free to use as well. So definitely use My Builder. And then I have got my front and back door sprayed. So all the houses in the area used to have dark wood, like dark painted wooden windows and features. There are a couple of houses that have got the UPVC version with the dark wood. I don't like it. The white just makes the house look more modern and just like a bit cleaner, a bit fresher. But my back door and my front door were that dark UPVC to go with the wooden windows. I didn't like it. But I didn't, to get the door, a brand new patio door, it didn't need a new, because it's a relatively new patio door, would have been, I think, about £3,000. And I was like, well, no. And to be fair to the window people, they were like, you don't need a new. And then he told me, actually, he said, you can get it sprayed. And I was like, oh. Yeah, he said, just get it. So that's with the people that I went with, the £2,500 quote, because I liked how honest they were. They could have really pushed me to fit a new patio door in, but actually they gave me some really good advice. So while they didn't get the business for the patio door, I went with them because I just felt like that was a really good, honest thing to do, and it really helped me out and saved me a lot of money. So again, I reached out to, I think, around 2 or 3 companies. UPVC painting spraying is still quite a niche industry, but there are some in my area. If you are based in Southampton and you're interested, reach out to me on Instagram and I can let you know who did my work. But we got the door painted white out the back, and then I've got a lovely green colour. I'll take like a video or picture or something of my front door. Everyone loves it. It's a really fresh, it's not sage, it's like a fresh, almost like minty colour, and it reminds me so much of the door my nan, like the colour of my door my nan had, and that's why I really like it. I love sage, I think it's so pretty, but I just want something like slightly different, and everyone loves it. I remember when I first got it done, like my neighbours, the postwoman, everyone was like, oh my god, I love the colour of your door, it's so nice. And we also changed all the chrome. So we changed it all to silver chrome, and it looks so nice. And that was £750. Again, that was the best quote. And I could go to B&Q, you know, where they have all the different paint swatches, and I could literally pick the exact colour I wanted. A little bit overwhelming. I had so many paint swatches, and my mum was like, oh my God. And I was torn between doing like a lavender lilac colour or a greeny, like sagey minty colour. But I'm really glad that I went with I think green for a front door is lovely. So yeah, if you have a similar situation where you've bought a house and you don't like the colour of the front door, or the patio door is different colour to the windows or whatever, UPVC painting, and it's like a spray, it's what I'd say, I just wouldn't want to do it myself. It would have been so much work and effort, and I think £750 is really reasonable. And they also do painting like cabinets and stuff. That's what a lot of these companies are also doing on the side. But they also do window frames as well. I know a lot of people are kind of interested in doing those kind of like dark grey windows, like the window frame. So if that's something you're interested in, you don't have to get new windows, you can get them sprayed. So honestly, UPVC, oh my God, take a shot every time I say UPVC painting. It's a game changer, highly recommend it. Yeah, I had a great experience with it, and I thought, you know, for the price, I thought it was a really really good service, and I would highly recommend it. So new windows, UPVC painting. I'm sorry guys, I'm so sorry. Front door, back door. So I didn't film them because I was just like, I don't know how exciting this is going to be to watch. So those are some jobs I've had done over the summer. And then I've just been saving, guys. I know I've had so many comments being like, when are we going to get an update? When are we going to get an update? And I'm like, I need to get some money first. But then I was made redundant, super fun, in November. It's been a very, very eventful year last year. Lots of highs, lots of lows. And that really did put a stop on savings. So I haven't, so future projects. Now the biggest project left to do is the bathroom, and I'm very excited to say that I have saved enough money to do the bathroom. So that should be happening in March, and I will be filming a video of that because I feel like that's a bit more interesting. So actually me and my mum and dad are getting new bathrooms. They want a new bathroom, and I was like, well, let's both go on my builder. And because I said, like, because they've been kind of chatting to some local people and they've been let down and all sorts, and you know, it's not been a good situation for them, trying to find someone to do their bathroom. So I was like, let's go on my builder because I think that's the best bet, and we can chat to lots of different people. So we literally put the same job on the same day, and people, like all these contractors, were really confused because they were like, are you Wendy or are you Rebecca? It's really weird because we've had two people with the same last name wanting the same job in the same area. And I was like, it's my mum. So we both spoke to, I think, either 3 or 4 people. I got 3 quotes, I believe, 3 or 4 quotes anyway. And I would really, really recommend doing that with any job, because the person I thought that was going to be the most expensive but give the best quality work was actually the cheapest quote, which was super, super surprising. But I just, you know, every tradesman is going to quote different, and actually we're both using the same tradesman, so we did manage to also get ourselves a bit of a deal. And I think that's something you can do in your own home if you've got multiple projects, if you've got multiple jobs that you want doing. If you want a new kitchen and a new bathroom, or if you want a new bathroom and new downstairs toilet, you can kind of group projects together and get an overall lower cost. Obviously, that's a big amount of money to, you know, put forward, but having multiple jobs does persuade the trader to maybe give you a bigger discount because they are getting more work easier, if you know what I mean. So because obviously we live relatively near to each other, and it meant he got 2 jobs back to back, he gave us a really great discount. So the bathroom, I'm getting, ripping out the bath, I'm just getting a really nice like walk-in shower, not going for a wet room, because the thing is as well, if I ever do want to sell or whatever with this house, and I need to put a bath in again because no one wants to buy the house with the shower, it's much easier to just pop a bath in rather than if you've done a wet room. Wet rooms are also way more expensive, but also they're notoriously temperamental. If you don't get the slight gradient right in the room for all the water to drain, you end up with just puddles. And I don't want to be mopping up puddles all the time. So it's just cheaper, easier, just to get like a really big shower tray. And he was explaining that he gets this one with like a drying area on the end. So it all sounds really lovely. I'm getting a pump shower, which has a touch screen. Oh my God, because my water pressure is shocking. And because of there's like an electrical law that now if you want an electric shower, it has to be put in via the fuse box. You can't just like tack on to some current electrical wires in the house. So it was going to be a right kerfuffle, and he just recommended this pump shower, and all 3 of them recommended the same shower. So you know, it was obviously what was best for my house. So the bathroom should cost around 5,800, including labour and parts. Obviously the price of everything has gone up. Originally I was going to go to B&Q because my parents get a discount because they used to work there a long time ago, but it's just the stress. I've failed to mention the stress we went through with the kitchen. Bits were missing. We were travelling to Salisbury, Bournemouth, all over the place because bits of the kitchen wasn't put in the order when we designed it. Like their system wasn't, I don't know. But yeah, didn't have the best experience with B&Q, but obviously the discount was huge and made how much so my kitchen is going to be the same price as my bathroom, which is crazy. But that's because of all the discounts we got at B&Q. But it was a kerfuffle. And to be honest, with how busy I am with work and YouTube, I just wanted someone to just kind of like, do it all. I was like, you just do it all. So I'm really excited to have another house video for you guys to show, because I know a lot of you have been asking like when's the next update, and I also thought it'd just be fun to do kind of like a 1 year on. And it's crazy to like think that I've been here for a year now, and it really does feel like my home now. I've definitely got into like a routine, and yeah, I do love my house. There is definitely some things to do on like the guttering outside my house, but again, I'm like, do you really want to see that? I really want a new garden shed, and I really want a new fence, but that'd be it. That will be everything done. Maybe getting a new water tank, you know, for the boiler system. But there's not really much more to do with the house. It's had a really great spot and put a lot of money into it. But that's what you have to do when you, as my mum says, it just ends up being just like an endless pool of money. Well, not an endless pool of money. An endless pit of just takes all your money. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was quite chatty, but yeah, it was nice to give you guys some updates. Huge thank you to Readly for sponsoring a portion of this video. Don't forget, if you want to try it out for 2 months, it is linked in that description box down below. You can give it a go for 2 months for free. So it's a great opportunity to try it and see if there's something on there for you. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments if there's anything you want me to update you on, or anything you want me to show you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.